Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, August 30th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. The COVID situation continues to be a struggle for local health officials. John Arking reports.
Speaking on Friday, Gretchen Smith with the Flagler County Health Department said it had not been a good week when it came to the pandemic. There were 936 positive cases, whereas 731 was the previous record.
Our positivity rate has actually gone down to 20%, where it was at 25% last week, and which I found interesting. We had about 800 and change people get vaccinated this week, and in other weeks we've had 1,200 people get vaccinated, and but we are at least up to 66% of our population that's vaccinated now. We were lingering around 60 for a while. In the past 2 weeks, we have seen some uptick, but still not where we need to be as a community.
Smith said they still have lots of very, very sick people coming in, and many of them are kids. In fact, there have been 400 kids confirmed with COVID in the last 2 weeks. She said that translates into at least 1,600 people facing quarantine. That's added to their testing backlog. The bottom line, according to Smith, is you can get vaccinated a lot quicker than you can get tested. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
The Flagler Sheriff's Employee Assistance Trust has established a GoFundMe account to support detention deputy Paul Luciano's family in his line of duty death from complications of COVID-19. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says Deputy Luciano is the first detention deputy sheriff to die in the line of duty in the history of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
I ask the community to pray for Deputy Luciano's family and the men and women of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. We will be providing Deputy Luciano a full law enforcement funeral.
Deputy Luciano served at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. Memorial arrangements will be announced at a later time, according to Sheriff Rick Staley. Palm Coast City Council members are pushing for a slight property tax rate reduction and more funding for deputies. The latest budget proposal included funding for 6 new Sheriff's Office deputies. The original request was for 10. Sheriff Rick Staley says the great quality of life in Flagler County is at stake.
You can either invest now and continue the quality of life that we have and keep it that way with the growth that's coming. And when I say growth, we're talking 20, 30,000 more people in Flagler County for 2030. We're talking lots of people.
The City of Palm Coast Utility Department would like to inform utility customers of a planned upgrade to a pipeline at Water Treatment Plant Number 1. The completion of this upgrade of the line will occur tomorrow from 7 a.m. till 5 in the evening, weather permitting. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Public Information and Engagement with the City of Palm Coast, says as a result of the work, city officials do not anticipate any real impact on services.
There is the potential that there could be minor pressure or flow changes in a resident's water. However, this is not typically seen during this type of project, and if it does occur, it should be very short-lived.
Kershaw says Water Treatment Plant Number 1, which was commissioned in the early 70s, still contains much of the original piping that was part of the original 2 million gallon per day system. Flagler County has a new fire chief.
Chief Michael Tucker's been mostly a Central Floridian, except for that one time he headed south.
Except for 1 year when I decided to move to South Florida and try to work for a big city fire department. I ended up working for an ambulance service down there in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Tucker said that he's already given 37 years to a career that sent him to different parts of the Sunshine State. The Flagler Voice is on every Saturday morning at 8:30 on WNZF. That's where the interview came from. The podcast is on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Tucker talks about coming full circle at the Florida State Fire College. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.